All right, man. So check it out. As barbers, I'm gonna say this because I am a barber.
Let's
Uh,
go.
Things have changed since 15, 20, 30 years ago, right? Walk-ins aren't as needed as they are now, right? A lot of times people go more based off of appointments, booking apps, looking, googling online, checking on Facebook, finding their barbers through TikTok, all these new ways of finding barbers, right? So I'm wondering, do you think walk-ins aren't needed anymore? Do you think a lot of these shops should just go to strictly appointments only, or do y'all feel walk-ins are still needed? And I'm gonna give my take on this first, and then we're gonna let y'all speak. So I understand that, me personally, I understand that walk-ins, aren't as great as they used to be. I remember coming to the shop on a Saturday and there'd be a line, wrapped around the barbershop. We got about 15, 20 people waiting to walk in just to get their haircut.
For real.
Now, 2025, things done changed, bro. People booking appointments, they calling the shop, they using the app, they Googling barbers. They don't really walk into these barbershops as much as they used to. So I know that things have changed. However, I still see these people walking into barbershops wanting to get haircuts, and a lot of barbers now are on that, oh, I'm appointment only. If you want to get a haircut with me, you got to use the app. Here, download this app, call the shop, whatever the case may be, right? And I think that even though walk-ins aren't the majority of a lot of barbers' main customer service or clients that they're trying to receive, I still think that we need to address these walk-ins when they come in, right? And I know a lot of us aren't really looking for walk-ins anymore, right? So Lonnie, what do you think about that, man? Do you think things have changed? What do you feel about the whole walk-in appointment type scenario?
Well, my perspective is a little more broad. So for me, I have to think about it as not just a barber, but as a shop owner, right? So for me, I'm thinking of the walk-ins for my newest barbers more than anything, and my barbers that are not as filled in. So the walk-ins are still important to me. But the goal is to get your clientele filled up enough to where you don't have the availability for the walk-ins, and maybe you could gear them towards your booking system. But for me, I also think about the why. Why is this even happening,
Yeah,
right? If you think about it, man, since COVID hit, everything
yeah,
changed.
facts.
Like everything changed. So, and then just look at our world as a whole. Everything's fast. Like seriously, everything's fast. We're moving fast. You look at everybody's job. Everything's about efficiency, quicker, doing everything quicker. So what's happening is humans are losing that leisure time. You don't see people having
Time
leisure
anymore.
time
Yeah,
too much no more. So that's why the appointment has become important because people got shit to
Right.
do.
yeah.
And they like, and so you used to be able to hang at the shop for 3 hours and get some culture, but now you don't really got the time to hang all day because of the nature of this whole world. So the important to me, the appointments are super important, but I also believe that it depends on the type of barbershop. In my barbershop, and both of them, walk-ins are welcome, but
Have
appointments are
priority. Yeah, yeah, of
recommended.
course, of course. But do you think that walk-ins are dying because of that? Like you said, everyone just don't got enough time. People are always on the go. Do you feel that the maybe 5, 10 years from now, walk-ins ain't even gonna be a thing?
I think they're gonna always be a thing, but you hit something good with that question. I do believe that they are kind of phasing away
Yeah.
though, because what I listen to the clients, and the clients says they'll tell you about their experiences at other shops. Man, I can't even get in unless I book
Ah,
on the
got
app.
you.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And so I do think we're training the client to start
Booking
looking
before.
that way, and then. Yeah, and then we're in the Google world
Yeah.
too. We're in the Google
Facts.
world. So when you go Google the shop, what's the one thing we do? We put our link to book
Yeah.
right there. So ultimately, I think you actually own to some Tank. It might be fading
Yeah,
away.
Tamel, man, before you got kicked out of the room for a second, but let me know, what do you think about the whole walk-in appointment scenario, man? Like I said, I know walk-ins are still important, at least for me and some barbers in the area. But what do you feel? What is your personal beliefs on the walk-in and appointment type thing?
There's always clients that don't want to adapt. They do not want to buy in to the booking system because of maybe how the it used to be ran, where you could just pop in. I've seen so many times where I kept giving the client my link and they just refused to book. They'll pop in as a walk-in until they really got the picture, like you're not really going to be able to come in and squeeze in, so you're gonna have to book, and they do that. The problem I'm seeing more, because I'm getting a lot of walk-ins in the shop
Yeah.
that I'm at, is barbers' availability to take
For sure.
walk-ins when they're not there. Barbers are not there because their booking apps is telling them they don't have nobody between 11 and 2 o'clock. So what
Take
do?
off.
Block off their
Yeah.
schedule and they go do
Yeah.
something. Clients come in and want to get cut, and you looking around with a 15 chair shop with 6 barbers in there when you got 12 of them that should
Right.
be there, looking around like, sorry, we can't get you because the ones that's here are booked. That is people are misusing their booking platforms and not understanding that this is how you book yourself up
And
by being available. The best ability is
and
Absolutely,
availability.
and that's shocking that they do it like that, because the ones that do it like that, like you said, they'll have 2 or 3. I noticed a couple people that I hired would do that. We got the Squire app, so people would book online, and if they don't have nobody from 1 to 4, 3 hours, they'll cut that off and go do something unproductive, probably spend some money. You know what I'm saying? And
yep.
then
Right.
they'll be upset
Right.
that they're not booked up all the time. But it's like, bro, that's the opportunity to get yourself booked up. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like you were saying, man, like I've seen it many times. Barbers leave the shop because they're not booked, right? Like you said, they have this gap from 11 to 2 for whatever reason, so they leave. As soon as a barber takes off, walk-in's gonna walk into the shop. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
time.
I've seen
Every
it.
time.
I've seen it happen like so many times. Like I go into the shop early on the weekends, bro. On Saturday, I'm there 7, 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock the latest. There's been plenty of times where I open up the shop at 7, sometimes even 6, and 15, 20, 30 minutes go by and someone walks in wanting to get a haircut because they were driving by in the area and they saw the barbershop sign. And the fact that the barbers who are trying to build aren't there at times, it hurts the barber more than anyone else, right? Like, yes,
Yeah, for sure.
it hurts the shop because now in the client's head, oh, we can't go to the shop, they don't do walk-ins, or the barbers aren't there early. So when that happens, now this client isn't going to go back. Now this client isn't going to tell people about the shop. They're going to say, hey, don't go there because they don't take walk-ins. They don't have time for walk-ins. So that's why I am a big stickler for barbers being in the shop when the shop is open. Prince,
Yeah, I used to be scared to leave, bro.
talk to him.
When I wasn't
Yeah.
booked there, I used to be scared because, like you said, it happens
Yep.
every single time. The moment you walk
Yep.
out, I would come back to the shop. I'd be in there for like an hour, not cutting nobody 2 hours, and I'd be like, man, I'm about to go take a walk or go do something, go take a ride, and then I come back and they'd be like, yo, you just missed one. I'd be like, damn, bro. So I used to be traumatized. I would never leave this shop. I'm in there open till close. I'll figure out something productive to do while I'm there. Go on social media, post stuff, make content, whatever I got to do to keep myself productive. But I don't be leaving shops at all. Open to close all day, every day. My take is just that, man. That's what I think barbers should do. If you're not booked up, stay in the shop. Where else are you gonna get booked up at? The only way I would encourage anybody to leave the shop is if you got a 2 hour break and you're going out to go hand out business cards and go promote and go put
Yes.
flyers somewhere or go try and get clientele. Now, if you
Yeah.
miss a client during that time, at least you're not so hard on yourself because you left to
You're
go
doing
and
something
get clients.
productive.
Now,
But
if
see,
you left
this-
to go
Yeah,
smoke a
right.
blunt or a cigarette and hang out with somebody real quick, that's just counterproductive.
But check it out. I don't mean to cut you off, Prince, but I wanted to say this. Like, I kind of disagree with you. I feel that
Okay.
for barbers trying to build, they need to be in the shop when the shop's opening hours are. If you want to go promote, that's cool, that's fine. But I think you should do that on your time, not the shop's time. So if
Yeah, yeah.
if the shop opens at 8, or let's just say it opens at 9, go to Walmart at 8 o'clock. Go to the gym
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock. Pass out
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
flyers. The shop closes at 7. At 7, go to a high popping area, pass out those business cards. And I'm not saying that you're wrong because I get it. You're trying to be productive.
No, I
And-
agree with what you're saying as well. I'm saying that's
Yeah.
the only thing I would give you a pass on to
Okay.
leave the shop is if you were going to go do that. I agree as well. Do that shit on your own time or take a day off. Me, I don't leave my shop. I stay open till close and I take a day off just for promoting and doing all that stuff. But yeah, the only way I'm condoning you leaving it is to go and do that.
Is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to promote. And you know what, man? I love listening to both of y'all, man. Like, so much game, man. And these are real
Yeah.
issues that I've had
Yeah,
in my shop.
we all have.
So I had a young guy, man, and he came and he was like, Lonnie, I want to get out and get these cards, man. I was thinking to go to City College, Sac State, the university. He's like, what do you think about that? Is that cool? And I said, listen, the tricky part is you're going to go there. You're going to see people you know. You're gonna see ass walking by. You're gonna see all kind of stuff happening. It's fun. It turns into a fun day. The problem is you're not getting paid for it. So when you go, my advice is to literally have a block of time, which is what you just said, P. 2 hours, and that's it. I don't
If
care
you
how
wanna
much
do it,
fun you have
you can
come
do it on
back
your lunch break.
because you. right, because now you're gonna miss something. But I had never thought about what Tank just said, and I got new barbers, Tank, that I'm gaming up. And I'm gonna honestly, dude, you just influenced me. That was a big impact you just made by sharing that perspective. You're right. Don't do it on the shop time. Get if like pay your dues, and if the shop open at 9, get to Walmart at 7:30. They open early. Get there, get them flyers out. Go to Home Depot, get them out, and then same thing afterward. Just dedicate to that for 6 months and watch your next year just fill in.
Bro, Home Depot
Dude,
is a gem. You know why I say that? Because
I go to Home Depot and get out flyers for my team all the time, and they show up at my shop.
The reason why I say Home Depot is a gem because those are hard-working people that make money. All the electricians, plumbers, carpenters, is real blue-collar workers, real people that actually work and stay fresh and tip well and understand, punctuality and set appointments. And Home Depot is a low-key gem. Y'all trying to find some clients to hit up Home Depot. So, yeah, that's a gem. I'm using that one.
Real talk, real talk. I like this. I like this clip. I like this. We're talking some real game up here, boy.